While I'm pleased to see the government crack down on phoenixing, I will continue to watch a situation in the Hunter that unfolds every day, under the noses of Liberal, state and federal governments and ministers, and under the noses of Labor MPs who have been informed and who know about what's going on. It involves specifically the labour hire firm Chandler MacLeod and BHP, the giant globalist. So I have a question. Will Chandler MacLeod's multinational owner, Recruit from Japan, be considering phoenixing Chandler MacLeod to avoid the liability they have created through unfair employment practices? And if they do phoenix, this could affect government services. For example, the ATO employs Chandler MacLeod Casuals itself. In this chamber, in Senate estimates and publicly, I have repeatedly raised BHP's exploitation and abuse of hundreds of supposedly casual workers in the Hunter Valley who are actually working full-time coal mine production rosters at its Mount Arthur mine. It did so using the foreign-owned Chandler MacLeod labour hire firm that did a deal with Peter Jordan and Hunter Valley CFMMEU bosses. This setup, Madam Acting Deputy President, sees management threatening workers to prevent the reporting of serious injuries and itself breaking the law. Workers enduring needlessly hazardous conditions without proper workers' compensation or accident pay. Workers underpaid as much as around 40%. Workers stripped of basic leave entitlements. Workers stripped of long service leave and possibly superannuation. These are breaches of federal and state laws that continue after 5 years of being first identified. Yet local and state and federal MPs, Labor MPs, have abandoned the workers who pleaded with them. Indeed, Labor's Joel Fitzgibbons is publicly selling the deceptive message that the issue is about casualisation when that is the tip of the iceberg. His public statements deflect from and hide the real problem, the huge scam that is mates in the Hunter Valley area of CFMMEU such as Peter Jordan have endorsed and oversee and that exploit workers. The Federal Fair Work Commission has contradicted federal legislation. New South Wales Liberal government ministers have ignored miners' documented evidence and failed to fulfil their responsibilities. I must thank Senator Marise Payne for her listening to the concerns regarding the abused casual mine workers in the Hunter Valley when I raised it in Senate estimates. And I appreciate the Federal Attorney General's Department checking and endorsing the miners' documents and showing that they're correct. And I also want to compliment Senator Jim Molan, who I approached on this last night and who's promising to pursue it. Why is the government, though, not pressuring the New South Wales government to fulfil its responsibilities? Apart from One Nation and Senator Marise Payne and Senator Jim Molan, no one is working to meet these three aims: paying miners for their legal and moral entitlements, as well as compensation for the trauma and suffering that they are continuing to endure. Secondly, ending the exploiting of casual workers across the industry. And thirdly, bringing BHP, Chandler MacLeod, the foreign-owned Chandler MacLeod, and the CFMMEU's Hunter Valley union bosses, including Peter Jordan, to justice. It is thanks to the trusted One Nation team, including Stuart Bonds, that BHP's abusive practices are being exposed. And last night, Mark Latham in the New South Wales Legislative Council committed to chasing this and holding the New South Wales government accountable. Chandler MacLeod today, what will be their name tomorrow? How will this phoenixing legislation work with multinationals? When large companies, and they don't get much larger than BHP, can ignore and break laws with impunity, we need the 5-year review that Senator McAllister is moving, the amendment that she's moving. We will continue to hold BHP, Chandler MacLeod, and the Hunter Division of the CFMMEU accountable until all three of our aims are achieved.